Today I decided to rework this drawing. It's called Eve and The Lilith. And this is the second version of this piece that I've done. It's charcoal and paper. And the first one I did, I had this whole write-up about it, and it was next to the drawing, and I sold it at an art fair, and the couple that bought it asked me if I would be interested in actually writing in pencil the write-up into the drawing. And I've done that before with some other pieces, and I think that it triggered something in me again. It sort of rekindled this thing about giving information. I'm really into narrative work, giving information about the work. So I'm going to change it. I'm going to add the text right into the drawing. The kind of touchy-feely stuff that's usually found in the card next to it. Some curator wants to expand. So what I'm going to write is essentially what I had in the text, in which I'll fabricate some words along the lines that this is a drawing full of clues and information. I've used many psychological clues to deliver the full meaning of what I'm trying to convey with this piece. We see Eve. I guess I better maybe show this a little more. We see Eve to the left of the composition. This is a pose that I've used over and over again. It comes from some sort of a posing book for artists. But anyhow, we see Eve to the left of the composition. There's an apple to Eve's left. All right. And the mythical Lilith, very dark and menacing, to the right, to her right, or to the right of the piece, or to Eve's left. According to biblical legend, after God created Adam from the dust in response to Adam's request for a mate, he then created Lilith. Some people believe this is the first true woman, Lilith, the first true woman, according to some people. And in response to this request, Lilith was created, which by then, the ground, of course, by then, Lilith was created from the same dust as Adam, but this ground by then had been trod and made dirty by both Adam and the animals of Eden. Adam and Lilith then never really found peace together, for when he wished to lie with her, she took offense at the recumbent position that Adam demanded, and she said, "Why must I lie beneath you? I was also made from dust, and I'm therefore your equal." Because then Adam tried to compel her obedience by force, Lilith, in a rage, uttered the forbidden and magic name of God, rose and into the air and left them. God then created Eve from Adam's rib, and the true mother of the human race was then born. That is the accepted version of Genesis, of course. The left side is closest to the heart and does the preferred position. Eve, if you see in the drawing, is very solid. She is very, very solid and present. While Lilith, the mythical other woman, the true first woman according to some, her right side is very ethereal and almost vanishing, as if predicting her dismissal not only from Adam's side but from Genesis as well. She's also very dark and menacing and covered in forbidden tattoos. As Lilith, after leaving Eden, or being, expulsed, she actually left, had been living near the Red Sea, and that was a region in biblical times, according to the Bible anyway, abounding in lascivious demons, to whom she bore children known as Lilim, as described by the angels Senoi, Sansenoi, and Samangaloth. This drawing you see right now is full of light. There is a very minimalist composition in a sense to it. And the light sources are blinding, to Lilith, as it's beginning to erase her right side, our left, beginning to kind of erase it, if you can notice there, beginning to erase it from the actual drawing. The light is also strong, but from a different source to Eve, but it defines her, and the shadows come to life, And yet another source of light. So there's three different sources of light working in this piece. Another source of light illuminates the mythical apple. The apple lies between Eve and Lilith, closer to Eve, of course. And we see Eve agonizing over the temptation of biting the forbidden fruit, while Lilith, quiet but resourceful, awaits the first sin. And here it is, all finished. I have written pretty much the stuff that I said earlier on into the drawing, sort of worked it into the whole piece, bringing the much discussed and often hated museum wall text type thing right into the drawing.